Here's the latest news from the Caucasus neighborhood. Armenia's ruling Republican Party consolidated its power last week by winning the Yerevan mayoral race, with nearly 56% of the vote, amid the usual charges of fraud. The municipal election came just 3 months after President Sarkisyan's victory on the national level. While the Republican Party was expected to win, the margin by which it did surprised many, with its nearest rival Prosperous Armenia garnering only 23% of the vote. Former President Ter-Petrosyan, whose Armenian National Congress was one of a number of parties that did not pass the vote threshold for seats on the city council, called the election another crime committed by the current regime against democracy and the people of Armenia. An independent group of election monitors, made up of local and diasporan Armenians, recorded approximately 160 complaints from 4 districts, all of which were dismissed by Yerevan's Electoral Commission. Fears that the Syrian civil war could spread have intensified following 2 car bombings in the Turkish town of Reyhanli near the Syrian border. The attacks left 46 people dead and even more injured. Turkey's Deputy Prime Minister Beşir Atalay said the Syrian government was linked to the attack, though Syria denies this. A witness said the attacks have stoked tensions between the area's residents and the over 20,000 Syrian refugees living in the area. 9 Turkish citizens were detained shortly after the attacks, and Atalay issued another statement warning against the growing animosity towards Syrian refugees in the wake of the attack. He emphasized that the bombings have nothing to do with Syrian refugees or the Syrian opposition. Turkish officials are still searching for more suspects and have pledged to rebuild the extensive damage caused by the blast. Georgia's presidential election campaign is taking shape. Prime Minister Bidzina Ivanishvili has announced that his Georgian Dream coalition has chosen as its candidate Minister of Education Giorgi Margvelashvili. Ivanishvili described Margvelashvili as the best and ideal option, adding that the coalition is united behind him. Margvelashvili is a former rector of the Georgian Institute of Public Affairs, a United States-run training academy for journalists. The presidential election is due in October. Finally, Bloomberg reports that British Petroleum has failed to increase production at Azerbaijan's largest oil field, despite having come under fire from Azerbaijan's president Ilham Aliyev on television last October for its below-average output. The field in the Caspian Sea produced 8 million metric tons of oil in the first quarter of 2013, a decline of 8.4% from the previous year. BP did not give an explanation for the figure. The company has increased extraction at the Shah Deniz natural gas field, which it also manages. And that's the news from the Caucasus neighborhood.